Brooke, you know Ridge is making a terrible mistake here. You can't throw Eric out of his own company. You've got to stop him. I mean, the whole family is depending on you.
Thank you, Mrs. Fox. We'll see you again. Okay, everybody, Jeff, Susan, gather round. I've got an announcement to make.
What's going on?
It's closing time. If we don't close now, we're going to be here all night. I mean, our sales so exceeded our projections. It's wonderful, but, you know, it's going to take us hours and hours just to update the inventory.
I don't want you guys to have to worry about that. I think Jackie and I will take care of that.
Okay. You have done such a tremendous job. I mean, you've made this grand opening a success. It's wonderful, and I'm so proud of you, and I know that Massimo Moroni would be proud of you, too. He's the man that made all this possible, you see. As Jackie M's major investor, he had such high hopes for this company.
Guys, we can't forget that our success, it's completely up to us. And what we got to do is keep the same level of enthusiasm day in and day out, so anyone walking through this door, they feel like the most important person in the world. Because that's exactly what our namesake does. And that's what makes her so special. And that is what's going to make Jackie M the most respected and most profitable boutique in the world.
Thank you.
My son. Yeah, we're here for you. Jacqueline.
Jackie?
Where's Jacqueline?
We'll get her here. We'll get her here.
I think my father's had enough excitement for today, don't you?
He's scheduled for another treatment.
Good. Let's get to it. No slacking off in your recovery. Keep after it.
You're doing great. Just great. I'm proud of you. Proud of you, my father.
Hang in there.
What's going on, Nick?
Well, you saw it with your own eyes. It's amazing.
With your mother. Has she been over to see him?
No.
She hasn't? Where is she?
I don't know. I don't care. I just don't want her anywhere near him.
Eric and Ridge's relationship will survive this, Stephanie.
No, I don't think it will.
Thorne tried to buy this company, and when Eric refused, he threatened to destroy it. And Eric forgave him for that.
But we knew that he was just blowing off steam.
And what about the designs that he stole? You both forgave him for that, too. Are you saying Ridge won't get that same kind of consideration?
No. Listen, if he forces Eric out of this company, there will be no peace in this family. Ever.
You don't want Jackie to see our father?
I don't want her anywhere around him.
Why not?
It's between my mother and me.
If it involves Massimo, it involves me too. He's my father as well.
He's recovering. I don't want anything to cause a setback.
And seeing Jackie would do that. All right, Nick, come on. Spit it out. What's going on?
She was involved with somebody. After the old man threw her out, maybe before, I don't know. He found out about it. That's what caused the stroke.
Found out how?
He heard him talking.
She was still seeing him when he took her back and forgave her?
No. She was ending it.
All right, so tell me, who was it?
Deacon Sharp.
Deacon Sharp? Your mom was getting it on with Deacon Sharp, and you had him in the house with the two of them?
I had no idea. When I found out, I threw him out.
Oh man, that had to be hell for him. Being trapped with the two of them?
Just not sure if he remembers. He wouldn't be asking for her if he knew.
So you're trying to keep the two of them separated?
If he sees her, talks to her, if he remembers what caused all this, he could have a relapse. I'm not losing him again. She's hurt him enough.
Well, look at what I found.
What? Oh, Deacon, you shouldn't have.
It's just a little something to commemorate the occasion.
Oh, you've done so much for me. I mean, it's me. I'm the one that should be giving you a present.
Well, as beautiful as all this stuff is, really in my style.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, thank you for everything. I mean, the pep talk, your help here. I mean, the way that you just jump in and you catch me whenever I stumble.
Oh, as well. I know that this has been a difficult transition for you.
Yeah. But it is definitely one that I've dreamed of. When I started out working on the floor at Fenmore's department store, I would always imagine what it would be like to be the boss.
Is it everything you imagined?
Oh, better. Because I never dreamed that I would have someone like you by my side.
I know you don't want this family to fall apart.
You're asking me to go up against my husband.
No, I'm asking you to do what you know in your heart is the right thing.
Oh, so now I have a heart. Okay.
Brooke. This company, do you know how much this means to Eric? This office is like a second home. The children came here after school practically every day. He watched the children grow up here. He trained them to take over the business. And that's something that eventually Ridge will do too. He'll train RJ and Hope and their children. One day, but not now, and not this way.
Mr. Forrester, I hate to bother you. I know how busy you are.
Not at all. What is it?
The sewers asked me to talk to you about the new shifts. They're having trouble getting in and out of town in traffic, so we're seeing a lot of tardiness. We thought if we could change the start times.
Change the start times? Well, it's a good idea. Call Megan. Tell her I want to set up meetings with all the sewers right away, as soon as possible. Tomorrow or the next day, no later. Oh, and don't worry, Eva. We're not going to dock anybody's salary because they're tardy.
Don't let Ridge do this, please. If you can stop him, I will be indebted to you for the rest of my life, Brooke.
Am I interrupting something?
No, we were just chatting.
Nick, Massimo's gonna want to know why she's not here.
Well, then we come up with something. Because our main objective here is to keep his mind on recovery. If my mother shows up here apologizing, asking for forgiveness, we start back at square one.
He could get his memory back on his own, Nick. One day it all comes back to him. The stroke, the affair, all of it.
He'll be stronger then. He'll be able to handle it.
If we let it happen on its own.
Exactly. Then the only one with real problems is Deacon Sharp.
Why don't you open up your present?
No,
I think you're gonna like it.
I'm sure. You always know exactly what I need. Oh.
I was kind of hoping maybe you'd put it on.
Yeah?
Well, people have been trying things on all day. I figure customers shouldn't be the only one to have any fun.
Megan, I just want to set up this meeting with all the sewers, please, as soon as possible. All right, thanks very much. Well, I guess I don't have to ask what you and Brooke were talking about.
Nothing to worry about.
She's upset because I overruled Ridge's decision.
Eric, we knew there'd be a fallout. I mean, that was obvious. Brooke understands. It's just, she wants to support Ridge.
I had to put an end to this feud.
Hopefully you have.
Look, I understand that Ridge has very real reasons for not wanting Thorne's name on the Spectre line. But I'm not going to let Ridge use some trademark dispute to hinder his own brother's success. I wouldn't let Thorne do that to him.
No, you wouldn't. You're just trying to be fair. I understand.
Well, hopefully Ridge will too someday. And when that happens, finally we'll be able to start getting some healing in this family. But things were not going to get any better until I took a stand. I'm CEO of this company, and I have to make these kinds of decisions. Once Ridge is CEO of this company, he can make these decisions, but until then, he's going to have to stand by mine. What's this? Ridge has called a board meeting? What's this all about?
You're home early?
I didn't think you'd want to go back to the office after you saw Massimo.
Good guess.
So how is he?
He's talking and taking a few steps.
So he's walking again?
Well, not on his own, but hopefully soon.
Oh, that's great. Why aren't you more excited?
Nick told me something today about Massimo's stroke.
He told you about Jackie's affair?
You knew?
Yeah, Nick told me too. I just wasn't sure I should say anything.
Did he ask you not to?
No. It's just that you were caught up in the middle of this thing with Thorne and your parents, and I didn't want to stress you out any more than you already were. I'm sorry. I probably should have said something.
It was probably better this way anyway. If I had known back when Massimo was in that chair, finding out that Jackie and Deacon put him there, I don't know what I would have done. I mean, he gave her everything, Logan. Perfect life, everything she could ever want. And what does she do to repay him, huh? She betrays him. What kind of woman does something like that anyway, huh?
Jacqueline.
It's okay. It's Dominic. I'm right here.
Where did Jack go?
Shh. You close your eyes and get some rest.
Jackie, come on, you're killing me. I want to see what you look like. Come out here.
Is this what you had in mind?
Wow. Don't say anything. Just let me look at you for a second. That's the most beautiful thing in the entire store.
Oh, it's lovely. But I wouldn't go that far.
I was talking about you.
Deacon, what are you doing?
Just examining the merchandise.
We can't, you know. Not here.
Well, I thought we were supposed to indulge the customers, and I did buy this, which technically makes me a customer.
Oh, you are incorrigible.
Mr. Sharp, you're a rake. You're a cad. That's it, baby. I like that proper English lady talk. Gets me so hot. I love that.
You're impossible.
Impossible to say no to. Jackie, celebrate with me. Help me make this perfect day even more perfect for you.
Did you know about this meeting?
I just found out.
Agenda to be announced. What does that mean?
Well, I'm not sure.
Well, he probably just wants to vent, air his dissent. We can give him that much.
Let's hope he cools down and just calls the whole thing off.
Well, if he doesn't, we can at least hear him out. We don't want to make the same mistake we made with Thorne, not taking his grievances seriously.
No, of course not. Actually, that's what I was talking to Brooke about a little earlier. I asked her to talk to Ridge and try and get him to understand that prolonging this feud is just, it's useless.
Yeah.
It'll only drag the rest of the family into it.
Is that what he's planning on doing?
Or, you know what? I wouldn't even put this down on your calendar if I were you.
You're probably right. I need to get these down to the cutting room. See you later.
Oh, Lord. Brooke, please make him see this. I'm counting on you. Really counting on you.
I should have been there, Brooke. If I wasn't so caught up in the struggle with Thorne, I'd have been at that clinic every day.
Well, maybe that's where you should be putting your energy right now, if your father needs you.
Well, he'd understand that I have to take care of the business first.
By removing Eric as Forrester CEO. Look, I understand why you're doing this. And from a business standpoint, it makes sense. But the family's been through so much turmoil. Your father may never forgive you.
I'm just trying to save the company that he built.
By forcing him out of his position.
By putting the focus back on Forrester Creations. We're through giving handouts here, Brooke. If Thorne wants to make a success of Spectra, he's got to do it on his own. And if Dad wants to help him, he's going to have to step down as Forrester's CEO. I know this is the most difficult decision we've ever had to make at Forrester. But someone has got to put this company back on track. And you and I are the only ones that can do that. I wish it didn't have to be this way. But we simply have no choice. I'm going to go check on RJ and Hope, okay?
You have the power. It's for the good of the family. Please, Brooke. Our future is in your hands. If he forces Eric out of this company, there will be no peace in this family. Ever. Don't let Rich do this, please. If you can stop him, I will be indebted to you for the rest of my life, Brooke.